Okay, guys, so if you have been paying attention to my YouTube shorts, you'll see that every day I try to get on and show you guys the opportunity that I was able to catch. So let's talk about today's trade. First of all, first things first, guys, you have to understand the trend. You want to find the trend on the higher time frame, right? So understand the trend. I was bullish on US30 today. So when I entered the market, I did identify my opportunity to go up, but sometimes price gives you an opportunity for a retracement trade. And that's the trade that I did take and record for YouTube Shorts. After that, I did go ahead and take a buy, and I'm going to walk you through what I seen and how I was able to take the opportunity. So when I got into the market, it was about 8 a.m. So I like to get in an hour, 2 hours before the 9:30 candle, just so that I can identify what I'm going to do for the day. The markup on the higher time frame should already be done. And this hour to 2 hours before your actual execution is just you identifying areas of liquidity. So guys, first things first, if we're going to continue higher, right? If we're going to continue higher, we want price to go down into a discount. So as you can see, we have a swing high and we have a swing low. And guys, I don't want you to use the fib without understanding what you're using the fib for. So right here, when I started to check out price was currently located in a discounted area. My opportunity is a little bit confusing, so I'm going to show you the big opportunity first, which was trading in the actual direction. And then I'll take you into the trade that I actually caught. So somewhere around here on the 15-minute time frame, there was a bullish order block right here. So here's that bullish OB. Price never tapped into it. So this was an area that I wanted to take the buy from originally. So of course, if you want to continue to buy up, you have to wait for price to sell down, obviously going into a discount. So that's first things first, right? I had already identified my area in which I wanted to buy price back up to. Second thing you want to do is identify sell side and buy side liquidity. And there was a question that was asked, and someone said, well, if this is a low, wouldn't this be buy side liquidity and wouldn't this be sell side liquidity? Because this is where buyers liquidity is if they bought and the stop loss is beneath, and this is where sellers liquidity is. And guys, it's just how you perceive it. So my reasoning for that is because this is sell side liquidity. As I'm selling, I'm targeting previous lows, and I am aware that buyer stop losses are there as well. So I guess it's just pretty much how you perceive liquidity. So back to the fib, right? We're not just gonna blindly pull out the fib just for premium and discount. It has to make sense, and you have to have a purpose, right? So I have my area of interest. My reasoning was that when price opens, I want to I would like to see price sell down and tap this area and continue up, right? So here's the fib, and I'm noticing prices in a discounted area. I'll come right back to that. So I marked these two areas. Here's an area that when I start buying, obviously from a discounted price, this is where I would want to take profit. And as I'm selling, right, as price is selling down, this would be a target to take out the early buyers. So that was my idea for today. Should you trade against the trend? You absolutely can, guys. You just have to know where to get out. And just because I have this 15-minute OB here, if you go back to the YouTube short, you'll see that I actually got out before the 15-minute OB. Price does not owe it to you to go down into the 15-minute OB. It may come back to it later on, but it doesn't owe you to come to it right at that very moment. So here's what happened. Let's pull out the fib yet again. Here we have the premium and discount. Now, because price is in discount, I was looking for price at this time. This is where I got in. This is where I started to look at the charts. Because price is in a discount, what I was doing was waiting for price to climb back up into premium. Now, while price is in discount, I'm looking in premium for an area of interest. Here we have a candle that obviously broke structure, and the candle above it is going to be my order block, and this is where I'm going to take a sell opportunity. Is it trading against the trend? Absolutely. But I have an idea of where I can take it to and to take profit. setup was going to be this low, right? I was going to take it as close as possible to the 15-minute OB, but this low was good enough for me. And I said, hey, if we could sweep this low, then I'm going to buy price back up and target this high. So these two areas are very important. Let's remove the fib because now I have an area of interest. Guys, as price is climbing down, do not be afraid that price is not going to come back to your area. Be patient. And if you miss the opportunity for the retracement trade, guess what? It's not the high probable setup anyway, because the high probable setup is the trade that's going to take you with the trend, which is upward. So don't ever feel bad about not catching a retracement trades. But in this case, guys, price did come up. It came back to it. What time is it now? 9:05. So this was before 9:30 where I did get in this trade. I think it was 9:05. This is where price came into this zone and I did go ahead and take the trade. This was my TP. Stop loss being above this order block. I gave a little bit of room. Don't be too tight with your stop losses. And this was the TP right here. If price came and stopped me out of this trade, I wouldn't be surprised because it's bullish, right? Price did go into discount and, you know, it's a risky setup when you're trading against the trend anyway. But guys, I do want to say if you're trading retracements, please always get out at the nearest low just to be safe, especially if you know that price is going in the opposite direction. So price came down at this point. This is that 9:30 candle. Here's what appears to be a bullish OB, but guys, we have to expect some type of sweep of the low before price continues up. So if you, for anyone who got in right here, what appears to be a bullish OB on this 5-minute time frame, you would have gotten stopped out. This could have been a good TP for anybody selling as well, right? If you're selling a retracement, you might want to get out here, but you could also get out at the low. This very moment, as price has taken out the low, you don't want to jump in immediately because here was my entry to go down at 9:05 and price came up at 9:30, right? Price came down, came back up at 9:30, actually swept the high, but not enough to take me out. And this was the entire 9:30 move, just to recap. And so now we understand what price is doing. We went and we swept that low. It's all about expectation at this very moment, right? Price could go lower into the 15-minute OB. Price could go higher. How do you know if you're going to be right? You don't really know. But experience and expectation helps us just a little bit here. And guys, if you are stopped out of your trade, then you are just stopped out of your trade. Here's two opportunities based on the amount and of level of patience that you have, right? So the first opportunity is that price comes up, it respects this little area here, right? But it gets traders into expecting price to continue lower because of how that 9:30 candle was bearish. It gets traders to want to go short, right? What I'm seeing here, because I'm looking for my entry, is that we've created a new swing high and we have this swing low. And this is only for my entry. As price comes into discount near this break of structure, I'm interested in entering price. Now, what you want to do, right, in this very moment, you can either take the opportunity as it presents itself and go ahead and go for the buy, but you want to get out at the nearest high, right? Here's my little area of interest down here, right beneath it. Two things that could happen here, right? You can go ahead and take that first entry from this zone, right at the break of structure. Price comes down, taps into that imbalance area, okay? And you can take it up to that high that we have marked out, right, in the beginning of the video. Here's how that went, and that's where I took my take profit. But you have to understand, guys, you cannot and should not hold this trade long term because your entry is up for liquidity, a liquidity grab. So remember that. As you take profit in this area, remember that if you hold on to this trade expecting price to go higher and higher and higher, you can be stopped out of this trade eventually. Let's go ahead and move this over. because I want to show you guys the second opportunity to buy. Now, you may ask yourself, well, how do you know that it's not, after this setup, how do you know that it's not going to turn around and go lower or just go bearish? Well, we are keeping up with the trend and we are breaking structure to the upside still. So after that first setup, right? And this is the third, this is the second setup for today. And I'm going to show you the third setup for today. So after this happens here, where we break structure, create a new high, I'm looking at this low because I'm expecting for these sellers, early buyers to be taken out. I would like to see price come beneath this area. And then my new area for TP would be here. And this is where we pull back yet again. Okay, price has gone up and created some supply up there. Indication that you can go down and target this low. So that's the third trade. And then we're going to get into the fourth setup for today. That kind of went over my head. Okay, so we go down and we take out this low. And guys, this trade goes right back up. And the target would be this high. So that's actually 4 setups today. This sell again kind of went over my head because I wasn't interested. And there we go, guys. That was the setups for today. That's a complete replay of what happened today. And I hope that it helps. And thank you guys so much for watching. What you can do to be on the right side for tomorrow's setup is to go back and study today. Take everything that you understand from today's price action and see where your opportunity is for tomorrow. If you gain any knowledge from this video, please consider subscribing. And thank you for watching, guys. I look forward to speaking with you all in the comments.